I thought today we would have a real coffee together instead of Cuppers with Kylie on Sunday nights, 7 p.m. Thai time in case you want to tune in, always a live stream. But today I thought we'll go to a real coffee shop here, not far from my home, and let's have a talk about the cost and the things that we pay for with lipedema and the things that we don't pay for with lipedema that we should be. Let's go. So I have ended up at a place called Nara, which is on the Istanbul floor of Terminal 21, in case you're ever coming here. Anyway, I've ordered coffee and some chai dumpling things, I don't know. And they've just bought me this complimentary little thing, which looks like, I'm gonna say, papadum rice cake thingies, probably in oil, you know, and some sort of little dip. Let's see how spicy it is. That's really good. And while this place is generally for meals, and the meals look amazing on the menu, I'm just here for coffee and a little snack so that I can chat to you. And I purposely wanted to sit here because you can see, and the train is going past now. I don't know if you're going to see that on the screen. Only just down there. So I thought it was a good view, and I've been looking at it as we walk along the skywalk for quite some time, thinking, what's up there? What's in there? So that's what we were doing. Now let's talk about what we spend on ourselves. And when it comes to lipedema and any chronic disease for that matter, we justify everything to do with the medicines, the compressions, the lifestyle type things that help us out. We will justify the vibration plates, the MLD, manual lymphatic drainage massage. We will justify all of that, and rightly so. But here's what I've been grappling with recently. So here in Bangkok, my hair is really frizzy, which is why most of the time now I put it up. You can still see how frizzy it is, right? No matter how many products and things like that, which aren't good for me, I used to try and ply it down. And so I've been looking into having a keratin treatment done on my hair to see if it softens it. And I know it's made worse because of the fact that my hair is grey now and it's coarser, so that makes it even frizzier and curlier. You should see it when it's fresh out of the shower. I look like I have really curly hair. But I'm not justifying the money on the keratin treatment, right? It's 4,000 baht, which is about just less than 200 Australian dollars. and it lasts about 5 or 6 months from what I've heard. And I can find an organic version because I've looked into all of that. I don't want the one that has formaldehyde in it, so I want the one that is organic, and there's several to choose from here. But yeah, they're 4,000 baht, whereas the normal ones are around 2,000 baht, so around $100. But I struggle to justify it. Why? Because it's just a treat. It's just to make you feel good. But that's the key, right? We need to feel good. We need to justify spending money on the things that make us feel good emotionally and when we look in the mirror, because everything else is so freaking hard that I think that we have to make it a must that we spend things on treatments or products or clothes that just make us feel good. It may not be doing anything physically for lipedema, thyroid disease, whatever else you've got going on, but it just makes us feel good. And that in itself has a knock-on effect for cortisol and stress, which is one of the bigger drivers of hormones being out of whack in our body. Yet we don't think to do that because it just seems like, oh no, I don't deserve to do that. I don't deserve to have hair that looks amazing. And yet if I went and coloured my hair again, then it would do the same thing as the keratin treatment. Then that locks me into a cycle of being at the hairdresser every 3 to 4 weeks, extra money. Whereas the keratin treatment might be twice a year, and we'll see how it goes. It may not even work. So it's really funny how we don't justify the things that just will give us pleasure, that will just make us feel good and reduce our stress at the same time, which is something we need to do. So, yeah, where do you do that? Spicy. It's amazing how I've gotten used to spices here in Thailand. I never thought for a second I'd get past sweet chili sauce, and now here I am digging into, can you see in there, digging into whole chilies, and I can see seeds and things like that, and it doesn't faze me for a second. Yes, my mouth is burning, but ooh, so delicious. So it's like anything, right? You can get used to anything. You can get used to not spending money on yourself. It becomes a habit, an addiction. You can get used to spending money on yourself, but only on the chronic disease stuff. That's how we justify it. Especially us women, we won't spend money on anything on ourselves unless it's necessary. Yet we'll spend money on our kids, our partners, our husbands, anyone else in a heartbeat, right? But for us, we have to have a justification for it, which chronic disease gives us a justification, right? So how do we flip that switch? How do we start saying, you know what, I'm coming out for a coffee just because it feels nice, I like it, I get time to myself, which is a bonus for my husband. He gets time to himself because he's retired now, and so we're together 24 hours a day unless we're exercising or doing our own thing. So there's a joy in, and I love solitude, right? I love that alone time of just figuring out for myself, except I'm not alone today, you're with me. I love that alone time of just exploring what I want to do next, what brings me joy, all of that sort of stuff. So yeah. Coconut. Oh, nice. Coconut. Oh, thank you. Yum. Ooh. Here's what we have. Again, probably fried chive dumpling and a cappuccino. That's a nice one. You don't have hot cappuccinos here very often. In fact, I rarely do. Generally, it's iced everywhere you go. And unless you clarify that you want hot, you always get an iced. So I only have a hot cappuccino now if I'm somewhere in air conditioning and I'm sitting down and I'm not sweating my backside off. So that's what I'm doing. And I have to say, I love the aesthetics here. Look at the plates, they're purple. So nice, right? All right, so I'm just going to put this on top of here. And again, lots of chilies. I don't know if you can see, lots of chilies in this little bowl. So let's have a look here. And this is just, oh, it's very hot. So we'll have to just, oh, lots of greenery, which I'm not used to. Now, I know here, I know better than to think this is wheat. This is actually rice. Everything's done on rice flour, pretty much across the board. So apart from the fact that I know this will be deep fried in some sort of seed oil, it's not something I normally do. That's okay. It was the thing on the menu that was the least problematic to me. So when you're doing something for joy, oh God, look inside this. It is so green. Look at that. And it's delicious. It's very fresh tasting. I know in Australia when you order things like this, I don't know about where you're from, but it's not that fresh flavour. This is a fresh flavour. This is like it's just been plucked from a garden. I'm going to say maybe it has potato in it as well. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. And it says chives, but the greenery in it, I'm going to say, is something called Morning Glory, which they put in everything here, which is delicious. So yeah, again, this is a treat, right? This is something to make me smile. This is something that I feel happy about. And I don't justify spending money on this sort of thing very often. Even from this perspective, you could say I'm justifying it because I'm doing a video with you. I'd say that's sort of a little bit different, but it's still a justification in ways, right? Oh, okay, I'm going to do my video at a cafe, and rather than just going, I'm going to a cafe. So we're a bit weird like that, and I think it's a woman thing. I'm going to say it's not all women, and men do this too. Don't get me wrong, but this channel's about lipedema, and what I notice when it comes to my own chronic disease. And I know for me, I rarely justify coming out and going to a nice cafe by myself. My husband hates cafes, can't stand them. So he doesn't care if I'm out here doing this. He honestly doesn't give a hoot. Yet I still have to think about the budget, think about, can this fit in the budget? And it's not that it doesn't fit in the budget, it absolutely does. But yeah, there's still this mindset of justification of whether or not I should be doing it. Yet, before I left, I ordered Castile soap, which is a plain soap that's got no chemicals in it. What else did I order? Castor oil. And I'm looking at a vibration plate, and I'm looking at the pneumatic pumps, and I have Fenker leggings, which are $100 and something a pair. Don't think twice about those things, right? So what are you ordering for your lipedema? And don't think twice about it, because it's a justification. Yet going out and doing something that you enjoy, like going to the movies, or I don't know, what's your thing? Tell me what your thing is down below. Many of you watch this every week. Talk to me. Tell me what you enjoy doing. There's a lot of things that I haven't figured out here yet in Bangkok. I would love to go to the movies, but we haven't quite figured out how to do it, right? So on the top floor of Terminal 21 here, there is a movie theatre. From what I understand from watching YouTube videos is that everything is subtitled in Thai, fair enough, right? We're in Thailand. But just buying tickets, it's at machines. So until you do it the first time, it's daunting, right? It's like anything we do. So we haven't had a go at that yet. But things like going to the movies, I used to do that back in the day. Husband at work, son at school, I would take myself off to the movies just for the pure joy of escapism and feeling like it's just me in the world. And I'm a Pisces. I love daydreaming and fantasizing and all that sort of thing. So the movies is great for me, but yet I'm still yet to have a go at that. And from what I understand, it's not as cheap as we think it is here from that perspective. So, yeah, I'm not sure. This is really good. If any of you have had gastric sleeve like I have, here's the problem with that. Eating and drinking together. I'm 3 years out, 3.5 years out. So if I eat slowly, then I can eat and drink together. And there's not much liquid in here, to be truly fair. But generally, I'll have the coffee first, then eat, right? If you have the coffee after the food, you're generally in a world of hurt. So don't do that. And even then, the other night, literally in the last week, I sculled some water, which I'm pretty good at being able to drink a lot of water, but I drank it too soon after my meal. I ended up in the bathroom losing said meal. I can count on this hand the number of times I've thrown up after gastric sleeve surgery, so that's not a common occurrence, but you can still catch yourself not thinking too hard. So my husband was filling up the water bottles, and so I was just trying to drink it quickly so that he could have mine as well. Big mistake, right? So it shows it takes such a really long time to fully incorporate new habits and things that can pop up all of a sudden for you that you didn't do before. So that's just my thoughts around that. All right. Here's another funny thing here. I was going to say, I need a spoon, a knife. They never give you knives and forks here in Asia. You get a fork and a spoon, always. And so because this is just a chit chat and it's all over the place, I brought with me splades. Any of you ever had splades? I'll put a picture on the screen once I'm home. I brought them with me because I thought that would be really smart, knowing they don't do knives here. I'm guessing if you go into a restaurant with steak, they'll give you a knife. But generally, all meals are served with a fork and a spoon. So the splades, I thought, that's a really great idea because it's a fork, a spoon, and a knife all in one, right? They were a wedding present, so 30 years old, these things. Never used them in Australia. And I thought, I'm going to take them with me. That would be a really clever idea. And I could put a couple of splades in my my little crossbody bag. Never used them. We're 7 months in and I've never used them. Because you just get used to things. You just figure it out as you go along, right? We do it with everything. We just figure things out and we don't give ourselves credit for figuring stuff out. So I put one of the little chilies in my mouth that time. You can see it on there. Maybe not. In this sauce, there's the little baby chilies. So, chili can still blow my head off. But I have to say, I actually have dried chili flakes, which I sprinkle on everything at home now. And now my glasses are fogging up because of the chili. That's better. So, but apparently, did you know this? Chili, not only chili, is chili great for the digestive system. We don't know that. but it is also, it rounds out the flavors in your mouth, so it makes everything taste better, right? So it touches all taste buds on the tongue, and so everything tastes better. And when I started adding sweet chili, and yes, I'm sweating because of the chili. So when I started adding sweet chili to all meals at home, knowing we were moving to Thailand and to get my husband used to a little bit of chili and myself, I did notice that everything tastes better with chili in it. It just has, even if you can barely notice the chili, it's really good. So if you have digestive disturbances and you think that it might help you, then I would start adding a tiny bit at a time. It helps that I can buy it by the bagful from the wet markets here for like, I think I paid 13 baht, which is about 50 cents, 40 cents, something like that. So got a huge bag of it, and it's fresh. It's very different to the stuff you buy off the shelves at home. So that's really, really interesting. Huh? So, because this is a chit chat, and will be unlike most of my other videos that you're used to seeing. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you like the idea of getting a cuppa and sitting down and having a chit chat with me. I don't think I'd do it live this way because I'm just not sure that would work. But maybe I can answer questions for you, or pick a topic or something like that. Today, the only topic is the fact that we just don't justify spending money on things that bring us pleasure. So tell me, because, and this, I'm not going to edit this, right? That's the chili thing. Because sometimes we just need to sit down with somebody who knows what's happening and shoot the breeze about it, right? And many of you message me and leave me amazing comments just to say, you know, you enjoy checking in with me. So that's why I thought, well, this might be a great way of giving you more videos where you don't feel like you're so alone, because that's always my intent. You're not alone. And to maybe encourage you to do some things for yourself that you wouldn't ordinarily do, no matter what we're talking about, whether it's a new supplement, whether it's exercise, whether it's different eating habits. Because I think when you check in with someone regularly, you're more likely to do something regularly, right? 4 came on the plate. I have 2 left. I'm going to ask them to put that in a takeaway container to take home. I'm going to finish my coffee, and I'm going to see you in the next video.